So what's up, it's Holy. I'm back with another video. Did I delete those? I don't think so. Today's video is gonna be how to stay motivated as a creative. So let's talk about that. Alright, so number one, be realistic. And what do I mean by that? I mean, be real with yourself in the way that how you operate. You're not gonna be able to work 24/7. You gotta rest. You need to take breaks. You need to have a social life, all of that stuff. Well, I guess you don't need to, but you should, I think. I think it's healthy for you as a creative for you to be real with yourself. So understand that you need to not compare yourself to other people on social media. Usually when you take the creative route, it takes longer to get to where you want to be. So you got to understand that seeing people that seem happy all the time and comparing yourself to them when you chose to take a different route isn't gonna make you happy. And it can get super unhealthy, so make sure that you limit yourself. If you have an iPhone, there's a new thing. I don't know about Androids, but if you have an iPhone, there's a thing called screen time. It's in your settings, and you can just go there and it should be like right here or something. Can you focus on the phone? Yeah, it should be right there, screen time. And then you can put like a limit for how long you stay on social media. So I don't know, maybe that'll help somebody out there. I try to limit myself to like an hour on all of social media combined. So that way I just don't dwell in other people's lives. You don't need to always see what other people are up to. You don't need to always be lost in somebody else's world. Stay where you are, focus on what you're doing, and you know, just do you. So number two, we need to accept the fact that you're not always going to be motivated. And now all the people are probably like, oh, what, bro, I'm clicking off the video. It is true. You're most likely not going to be always motivated. And if you are that statistical anomaly, shout out to you. But even then you need to take breaks because it's not healthy for you to work all the time. When you're not motivated, it's up to you. Do you want to work? Because over time that can make your passion feel like work instead of your passion. Or you can rest and not force whatever you're doing as a creator. I feel like you need to embrace the fact that you're not always going to be motivated, and if you're not in a position yet, then you probably don't always get to choose when you work. But if you are in that situation, then it's up to you. Moving on to number three, remember the reason or reasons why. Why did you choose this career field? Why did you choose this hobby, this passion of yours? Why? What does it do for you? What part do you love about it? Is it for the money, the business side, or is it for the creative side? And it doesn't matter which one it is. I feel like people, okay, well it can at some point, but I feel like most of the time people will say if you're doing this for the business, then you're not doing this for the right reason. But if you love the business aspect of a specific thing that has to do with art, then that's perfectly fine. Like, don't let people dictate whether you being a business person is bad. Just don't let people tell you your passion is invalid. Remember why. This brings back to the people or person, the 0.1% that 0.0001% that may possibly be motivated all the time. People may be in dire situations where they may lose their house. They may lose a family member because they can't pay for medical bills. They may lose something, just something super important to them that constantly reminds them that they need to work. They constantly have that reminder in their head, like haunting them, and it sounds terrible, but that's some people's situation. So if you're not in that situation, be grateful, and if you are, then hey man, it'll get better for you, and just keep working. Remind yourself. So remind yourself why when you're feeling unmotivated. If you feel like not working, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself why you even enjoy what you do. Remind yourself that it's what you love to do. It's what you chose. Remind yourself of the reasons you started. So not only do you need to remember the reasons why, but you need to remind yourself when you forget. You need to remind yourself. I can't stress it enough. Whenever you see a motivational video, those things are like addictive. Sure, it may motivate you for 5-10 minutes to an hour to 5 hours, whatever. It may motivate you for a little bit, but don't depend on those for motivation. I used to rely on those things for motivation, and it got to a point where I just felt like I was unmotivated if I didn't watch one. And then you start like running out of them, and then you just realize how much time you invested in those motivational videos. And it's like, maybe you do need it sometimes, right? Maybe you're kind of motivated, but like not motivated enough. Sure, go for it. But just make sure you limit yourself, you know, stay healthy. And if you're thinking about quitting, make sure you remind yourself why you started. Make sure you think about how much you've invested into your craft, into your creative processes, all of that. Make sure you remember everything that you've been through, because if you're trying to quit just because it's hard, then no. Just simply enough, no. Just try. Even if it's like 15 minutes, just try. Just remind yourself why you do what you love to do. This leads to one of the key factors, number 5. Spice it up. When things get boring, if things get boring, then make sure you just add new things to do. So for me, since I'm a producer, right, there's these things called sound kits or loop kits or sample kits, sample packs, whatever, drum kits. It's just a bundle of sounds, and then you get to make a beat.
People think like I'm retarded.
I agree with that.
I'm not.
You get to make a beat with sounds that you don't have, or sounds that you haven't heard before, which is exciting for a producer. If you told me what you do as a creative, I could tell you how to spice it up. If you're a guitar player or a guitarist, whatever, you could try different guitars, try different genre, try singing when you play, try learning different songs, try playing with other people that are also musicians, just try anything. Try learning the guitar with the opposite hand. Try something else. There's so many things you can try, I promise you. And if you say there's not, then I don't think you're trying hard enough. That being said, it is like a relationship. It's kind of like a relationship. You got to tend to it. You got to take care of it. You got to take care of yourself. Yeah. Hopefully you guys learned something in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I inspired you or motivated you or helped in any type of way. Make sure you tell me in the comments why you do what you do. Personally, for me as a producer, I don't love making beats. I do it for the fact that I love hearing somebody express themselves on something that I created, expressing my own feelings. So not only do I feel like I have a bond with the artist, but I get to see the bond with the people listening to it, the listeners, and I get to see their feedback on it. And then there's also, I want to like give my family what I can. I want to give them the best that I can provide, because they gave everything they could provide for me. So yeah, those are my main reasons. And sure, it may be I want money or I want tangible things, but those are the main 2 reasons. So let me know what you guys' reasons are in the comments, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. It's completely different from what I usually do, but let me know if you guys like these videos. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you're not new here, thank you for tuning back in. Make sure you have notification bell on so that way you know when I'm uploading. And I appreciate all you guys for stopping by, and I'll catch you later. I'm out. And I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.